Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. Today is Sunday, and I'm eating my food. I'm taking a break from eating to make this video. It amazes me how people like to stay ignorant. Once you become knowledgeable of a lot of things, spiritual things, physical things, it's hard to deal with people that like being ignorant and like to stay ignorant to the things that's going around us. And then when you tell them the truth, they respond in such an ignorant way, in a way that they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want you to speak the truth. And when you do, they basically shame you for speaking the truth. Basically try to shame you for wanting knowledge, wanting wisdom, and then sharing it. So since I've been making these videos about Thanksgiving and how black people should not be celebrating Thanksgiving, not even Christmas or Easter, not even the 4th of July. And I get a lot of comments from white people and some from ignorant black people too. That's basically putting me down for sharing the truth. And that I should be thankful. I should thank God. And I don't know what else they think I should do. Just eat and celebrate the holiday and thank God. You know, the Bible says my people die from lack of knowledge. I have always been a person that seek the truth. I have always wanted to know. You know, I watch a lot of, I don't even really like movies, fiction movies. I like non-fiction. Don't give me a fiction book. Why would I even take my time to read a fiction book? For what? If I'm going to read a book, it's going to be a non-fiction book. I like non-fiction movies. I like movies that are based on true stories, true events. I love documentaries. I have always been a truth seeker. And I believe that's why I am a child of Yahweh. So Yahweh says, you reject knowledge, I reject you. Because Yahweh is divine knowledge. So if you reject knowledge, it's just like rejecting Yahweh. It's the same thing. So people, I'm even getting a comment from Africa, you know, telling me, y'all black people, grow up. Told me, are we still living in the slave era? That's what he said. I'm from Mississippi. I was born in Mississippi. My whole family is from Mississippi. And we all know how Mississippi was towards black people. But do you know that Mississippi is still like that to this day? What is today? December the 3rd, I think, 2023. Do you know Mississippi is still like that? Do you know Mississippi whites take young black boys, tell them to take off their t-shirt and their shoes and make them run in the woods? They are hunting young black boys in Mississippi to this day, in the woods. One got away. He's been telling people about it. They won't do anything about it. It has not made the news. They did it to another young boy because he fell out with his employer. So his employer was involved. The police is involved. Stores are involved. Gas stations are involved. He called his mother. He told her there was a truck full of white men following him. If something happened to him, look at my boss. He wound up in those woods. They found his body parts in the woods. So I'm trying to tell black people, I'm trying to wake you up. This is not our holidays. Thanksgiving is not our holiday. When black people are still going through this, you think just because you don't hear it on the news that it's not happening? When have the news ever told the truth about what really happens to black people? When? I don't know if it's Mississippi or another state. I can't remember. There's tow companies that are involved with stealing cars and chopping them up for parts, to make money. And the police are involved with the tow companies. It was one black man. He was at home. He had a truck in the yard. The tow truck man came to steal his truck. He came outside with his flashlight because it was night, and he told him that he are up to date on his payments for his truck. The tow man left, didn't give him any problems. The black man went inside his house. They came back at 2 in the morning, and the tow truck driver had police with him. The police parked a mile down the street. I'm guessing they rode in the tow truck to the man's house. The police hid on the side of this black man's house. And they told the tow truck man to get the truck. While the tow truck man was hooking up the truck, the black man came out again with his flashlight in his hand and told him that he's up to date on his payments. Do you know the police shot this man within 6 seconds of him coming outside? That man is no longer with us. There's another story too of 2 black lesbian women. They were, I'm not supposed to say this word on YouTube, RAPE. And then one got away, but one didn't. And she was hung on a tree. She just had on her bra. They said that she committed suicide. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that word, but yeah, they said that she took her own life in somebody else's yard. The people that live there don't know who she is. And that's the story they sticking with. The young man that was found in the woods, they still haven't arrested anybody for that. There is Ku Klux Klan members that have entered in the police department. You know how the police refer to themselves as brothers? Now I know that's why. Because they're Ku Klux Klansmen. And they refer to themselves as brothers too. So they said that it's so bad that they have frustrated the police department so bad. It's so corrupt. And in the South, they're open with it. They don't hide it at all. And none of this has made the news. They said that the man, the black man that came out with the flashlight, they said he had a gun in his hand. This is what the news said. He had a gun in his hand. So they're trying to give it an excuse for those police taking the life of an innocent black man. See, the news is in on all this stuff too. When have they ever told the truth about black people? So these are the stories that you don't hear because you want to stay ignorant to it. It's hard for me to party hardy. I thank Yahweh that those things haven't happened to me and none of my family members that I know, my immediate family, like cousins, grandparents, aunts, uncles, or none of my parents or siblings. If it happened to my ancestors, in the past, I don't know. But I am thankful to Yahweh that it hasn't happened to me or anybody in my family that I know of. I still got family in Mississippi. It could happen to them in the future, in my lifetime. I hope it don't. But that does not mean that I don't care about the black people that are not my immediate family. I care about those people. I care about those young men that are being hunted in the woods of Mississippi. I care. And just because it's not happening to me or my immediate family, like, really? I shouldn't care. I should party hardy and have a good time and just thank God. I thank Yahweh. I'm very thankful to Yahweh. I know I get on here and some people think that I'm not happy and I have a miserable life. I really don't. I laugh a lot. I have been through a lot in my life. I have a whole police department trying to lock me up because I told them off. And I still laugh. And I know the reason why I'm not locked up, the reason why I'm not 6 feet under is because of Yahweh. I imagine if a lot of black people had the protection of Yahshua the Messiah, a lot of things wouldn't happen to them either. I had a dream one night. And I'm not going to tell the whole dream because I'd have told this dream before. To get to the point, I had a dream and I saw Satan and I saw Yahshua the Messiah. And I saw a child of Satan. And I was stealing from the child of Satan. I was checking his wallets. I got his wallets. I sat down and I was taking the money out. I said, I'm not going to steal from these people over here because they wasn't children of Satan. I said, I'm going to steal from you. I'm going to take from you. And he was a criminal. He was a child of Satan. So I got his wallet. I went, sat down, and I'm taking the money out. And this man approaches me. And he looks down at me and he said, I should take you in that room and RAPE you. And right when he said that, another man came through the door. There was a doorway right behind me. He came through the door. He said, you're not going to touch her. That grown man that told me he was going to do this to me went and sat down on the floor, crossed his legs, folded his legs, like yoga style, and like a 2-year-old child. A grown man in my dream went and sat down on the floor like a 2-year-old child. And that man that told him you're not going to touch her, he said, let me know when you come out. Go out the door. I said, okay. When I woke up, I knew who everybody was. I knew that the man that I was stealing from was a child of Satan. I knew that the man that walked up to me and told me what he's going to do to me, he was going to take me in that room and what he was going to do to me, I knew that was Satan. And I knew the man that entered the door and told him, you're not going to touch her, I knew he was Yahshua the Messiah. So imagine if black people did not reject knowledge, but accept the truth and become saved, accept Yahshua the Messiah in their life. Just imagine how many black people will have that protection of Yahshua. Because Yahshua is the only one that can protect you in this evil world that we live in. He's the only one. So if I start by trying to wake people up to these holidays, in any way that I start, by trying to tell people about knowledge, it all leads to me trying to tell you about Yahshua the Messiah. I used to learn in Bible class, they used to say, my dean, he used to say, like, I think it's in the Bible, like, you have to suffer people. When you know things, when you have wisdom and knowledge, and you're trying to share it with other people, and because the people are ignorant and they want to stay ignorant, you have to suffer through those people. And that's how I feel I'm going through right now. I'm suffering through the ignorant comments, the people that want to stay ignorant. I'm suffering through it. But I'm not going to give up. Because when I don't feel like commenting, I just delete it. But I know at some point my channel is going to get thousands of subscribers, and I won't be able to delete it because it'll be too much for me to delete. And it's just going to have to stay there. I probably won't even read the comment sections when that happens. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys the things that are still happening today. What is it, December the 3rd, 2003? The things that are still happening to black people. And I care. I thank Yahweh every day for my life. I thank him every day for my protection, for his love, for everything that I have. I thank Yahweh for it. I don't have to wait for a certain day to be thankful. I do it every day. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm finna finish eating my food so I can go to work. But Sundays is not so bad. Working on Sundays is not so bad. I just do more driving than anything. I don't have to deal too much with rowdy people, which I try to stay away from now because it really was getting on my nerves. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.